we will be getting the return of the experienced Mata. Teddy and Effort did get caught out twice in a row, and the Mata fan signs, the cheerfuls, everyone's happy to see him back, except probably some of the SKT fans who've grown accustomed to that consecutive win streak with another game loss. Mata comes in, and suddenly they have to reprove themselves as a five-man unit. Where their champions can go, we're kind of pigeonholing the jungler to be the Sylas, but always a chance that Sylas is hitting a lane somewhere as SKT roll back the Karma. Again, it's going to be largely mid-game they're playing around here.
He's here as Beryl. He's listening to you, Papa, and he's going to go to the Leona. We've seen this lane actually work very, very well.
The Leona outside the Rakan interaction is a little bit more of a sometimes food, but pretty hyped to see. In this particular game, the flat damage reduction will be pretty good against the Q, so if it's a mana mutant, Kai'Sa trying to get...
Canyon is up here, looking for Khan, is going to find him there as well. He's going to have the abduct abscond to follow him after the slice and dice, but who's actually winning this fight? That Canyon is the one, the Kingslayer, enough to turn it all around. The solo kill for the jungler against the top lane of SKT.
And it's even worse than that, Atlas, because look at where the wave is while the solo kill happens. Nuguri does his best to do something about this. I would have liked to see it earlier, but we're going to see it now. Does Nuguri have hookshot is all we need to know.
He's going to flash early, gets to the hookshot, but it's interrupted by the Arctic Assault. He gets stunned up, that physical shield not going to be enough as he's trying to wander out of this one. Tactical sweep for a little bit of a slow. He's going to make it.
And you know what the difference is, Atlas? Is that 150, 200 health from Phage that his Nuguri has to have his jungler around in order to make a play. Speaking of junglers.
Yep. It is going to be able to lock down the Rift Scuttler, but gets a lot of value for his Aftershock. These sort of pincer plays are fantastic for Damwon.
No TP for Renekton. His would have been up first, but not available yet. Is engaged.
Yep, Nuguri's going to move on over. There's the Solar Flare. It's going to land onto Mata, though. He utilizes the passive relatively well as Clid. Blocks down the Dragon. Canyon should be going down here, as it's the Kai'Sa that gets the kill. As Teddy gets out of there, but Showmaker just dives on over. First kill goes down. Teddy going to be following his Beryl with the last-minute clutch stopwatch to keep him alive. And now all of a sudden, it's 4-1 in favor of Damwon, but SKT got the Dragon.
Infernal is nice, but that's not the amount of kills you want to give up to get at Atlas, and SKT just can never get the formations they want as Breaker tries to chase on here.
Yep, Snare does come in there onto Showmaker, knows that he has to try and get out of this one, has full energy at the moment as Faker once again tethers him up. And this is just that frustrating style of play as Khan comes over, steals away the kill.
Potential snowball on the Shojin there is not half bad for the Renekton. Let's watch the replay. Remember that SKT are a timing-based team. This is not the time in which we're going to be overwhelmingly stronger. There's one item completions are not there. But what we can notice is that Faker can't really get the value out of his utility once in this game. Showmaker occupying space and diving in is much more important than the shield, than Faker is not able to really apply.
Yep, Faker really couldn't find his way into that fight, but did find Showmaker on his way out.
There's a little cost for this, because Camille gets to a top lane and get a shove in and gets a bit of wave control, but Renekton wants any gold to baby towards that first item to try to sink the landing on the first and second item power spikes. No shot just yet by the Renekton. Shojin completely done.
It is going to be traded. Damwon knew that this would happen. They should have the faster push. Tempo advantage going to be there as Scary throws out the ultimate. Nuguri has to use the hook shot very early as Khan does kill Billy. Yep, bottom side of the map. We got a Featherstorm very early, but Nuclear throws it the wrong direction as Mata's able to lock down that kill. This should be the gank working beautifully as Leona is going to follow Canyon. Looking for damage onto Khan here as well. Hook shot comes down. Khan, no Dominus available. Tries to get out. He can't. Second application of the E and goodbye Crocodile. At about 14 minutes in. First, we're going to check out this replay, though, of a really nice dive from SKT.
They just want to get access to the minion wave and try to stop things here. Mata goes in instantly to make the play happen. They kill Nuclear easily. Beryl's got no friend, so of course, unfortunately, Leona goes into the death chamber. On the top side, Nuguri was proxying the minion wave, and that's why this kill is possible. That's where Khan throws up his hands and says, look guys, I'm gonna die here one way. The utility bill has gone lost chapter here for a few more cooldown reductions, but has to be respectful to the engage. It goes and runs the long way.
Showmaker's level 11. Ultimate is going to land there, though. Beryl's tanking it completely as the ultimate goes wide. Glacial Prison gets a fair bit of damage there, as it is the Sylas variety. But SKT just going to get out of there. The Ocean Drake, sorry, going to go over to Damwon as Canyon dives on in with the abscond. Faker's going to tether him up.
Doesn't really have a dive, buddy. Beryl's ult's down. They can't really follow that, so they lose positioning on mid lane.
And there's Mata flashing in once again. Immediately the Featherstorm comes out. The flash is going to follow. Teleport going to be in there as well. Damwon do not want to lose this turret. Showmaker made a very short teleport there, but wasn't actually able to get too much value from it. Breaks the tether very early as Teddy goes down low. Backflip is going to land. Does have ultimate available, but they're going to sack the open Drake. Yep. They don't care about it. They want this out of turret, and they will be able to get it. Canyon's corralling the bear right now as Noguri looks for the ultimate, gets it right on top of Mata, but he may have bitten off more than he can chew. He just gets exploded. No kills available here for Damwon. They get themselves the turret, but that is all they're going to have.
It's a pretty big whoopsie. 30 seconds on the TP here.
Side track, Mata in a great position to deny. Damwon getting on overheat, throws out the ultimate. Does Canyon just to get them away from this turret as Noguri finds the ultimate, hook shots to get himself out and flashes the ult.
Potential re-engage here.
Cleared. Yeah, Canyon going down relatively low though. Remember, has the Zhonya's complete. Going to be going up relatively quickly. As there's the flash from Mata, dives on forward as Nuclear once again finds himself the Featherstorm, but they get the ult and the flash out of this guy is Khan going 1v1 against Noguri. Can he actually find it? The answer is a resounding yes. Goes golden underneath the turret, and Barrel's gonna die in the meantime. SKT have found their moment.
And this was such an important fight for SKT, especially if it can lead to a Baron. 5v3, surely this is the timing. Noguri can TP in 25 seconds. It's all about the now.
Remember, Nuclear, no flash, no ultimate. SKT get him out.
Lose scenario. They're not gonna force the Baron here. We're at an item timing where there's not quite 2 items done and still no stopwatch for Noguri. So Renekton still has that chance for the all-in. Off screen though, it was Beryl trying to help out. Is Camille not able to get there? Leona goes down, Camille goes down. It doesn't quite lead to Baron. Here is that replay. The Dominus popped the moment an aggressive hookshot comes in. He knew there was this moment where Noguri had no answer.
Yep, Noguri of course, no ultimate available. Khan would have died had he not had that stopwatch, but he's looking pretty suave. Yep, cute little ward goes in the brush there from Beryl. They do have a way to get towards SKT. They have absolutely no idea. Oh, okay, Canyon gets himself in there, throws out the ultimate. They look for Faker in the back line, gets a gigantic shield, flashes away. He's going to survive for the moment. No! Showmaker's going to catch up. Shuriken backflip. The AoE damage is disgusting as Damwon have obliterated SKT. Canyon finds the window and may have just won them the game.
A sweeper is the reason that Damwon Gaming is able to pick this up. They're able to understand the scenario they're in, even without vision. They pick out Faker. They absolutely get their man. They're going to get Baron out of nowhere. Damwon Gaming have done it again.
Yeah, what more can they find after this? 3 minutes, Infernal Drake is on the rift, but they don't care about that. They're looking for turrets. They'll get a free reset. Let's have a look at this fight one more time.
And I'm sad that we start the replay about 5 seconds before it was discovered. There's complete vision supremacy. SKT are waiting for their tasty dinner to show up. They're waiting for the Grubhub guy, the Uber Eats guy, to roll up with their feast. But instead, with the sweeper, they spot out Renekton. They can choose their target with vision disadvantage. Karma no longer can just be the utility man for the AD carry. What a great call from Damwon Gaming.
Absolutely amazing stuff. See Showmaker very, very happy there on your screen.
That you play 1-3-1, that's the best way to waste the Baron. Someone gets picked with all this pick CC. So it's smart to have Noguri on the grouping side as here's cleared.
Trying to looking for the engagement. Beryl just going to soak it.
Vision control and a smart pick. Speaking of picks.
Yep, Mata doesn't find the fling though. He was looking for it. Beryl flashes in, gets the solar flare onto 3 members. It's a great counter ultimate for Beryl. It's very, very low. Mata's going to die as Teddy finds the killer instinct. Showmaker gets into the back line. It just takes the karma because that was what was on offer. Teddy gets out, but no one else is going to be that lucky. As Noguri gives up trying to take down Little Miss Piggy as Khan is going to bite the dust. This should be the Baron going over to Damwon despite their bottom lane falling.
And they're just so assertive. They make the move, and while Leona is on a one-way trip to the death chamber, do their job and look to assassinate Baron.
Yep, no killer instinct available, so that Baron is going to be taken for free there, even after the vision was gained.
Really difficult though, because they can't keep tabs on all of the side lane champions like Showmaker.
Yep, off to the side in great position. Voidseeker doesn't find the Marcus Canyon, looks for his ultimate, gets the cleanse out of Teddy, who is getting free hits in, but look at the AoE onto the front line, Desire! So much damage! Vision is there now for Damwon, the flash forward! See you later, Teddy, you're not gonna survive this one! And Damwon should be able to now push forward, utilize the Baron, and take down the base.
The Shuriken toss hits from Showmaker. He follows it in, doesn't even need the second part of the perfect execution to get that kill onto Teddy. They're rolling down mid lane again, and this might be SKT staring down a tricky road to even qualify for playoffs.
And now we're not going to see Showmaker's Akali ever again. This guy is too good. You have to ban it. Once again, diving onto Faker. Looks for that back line. The Blade Caller will be what does it in the end as Klid's looking to hold on to this minion wave. 15 seconds until Khan is available, but 50 onto Faker, 14 onto Teddy. The game is over though, guys. Done one, 2-0 over SKT. They maintain that huge win record, and SKT now in dire straits when it comes to making it towards playoffs.
Yeah, and allow Beryl to play whatever engage support he wants, which traditionally struggle in lane. The rest of the team can do the carrying, and if Nuclear is at least at all relevant, and Canyon will pick up the MVP and be the first player